When you're looking at a traditional versus a rapid implementation approach, which one is better for your company or more appropriate in a particular situation, will be impacted by a variety of factors. The first factor is, how large and complex are you, right? If you are a really large enterprise and you're putting in a new ERP system, it's going to be very difficult to just have a rapid implementation of a whole system. Um, and sometimes it's really difficult to put in a piece of a system, especially if you're coming off of one of those ERP, enterprise resource planning systems, that is the entire operational system for your company. Pulling out a little piece is often harder than if you're a smaller company and let's say you have three or four different systems, one for each function, and they aren't really well tied together. So, a small business might be a company with, I don't know, 5, 10, 20, employees who use informational systems, and they may be um, wearing multiple hats. In these situations, a rapid deployment is obviously much easier than when you have 100 or 150 people using the system, because then there's a lot more change management that goes into that process. So we've talked about the size of the company. We're talking about the level of change, right? The bigger the change, the harder it is to swallow. So if you can chop it up into pieces, then you can make it more consumable for the users of that process or system. So if you have, let's say, a separate CRM system from your, which is customer relationship management. Please stop me if I use too many three-letter acronyms. But if you're looking at a customer relationship management and then you have a separate accounting system, it's easier to take a subset of your people, let's say salespeople, and work with them to improve their process than trying to do something like manufacturing operations, which might affect your procurement people, your sales people, your customer service people, the people on the shop floor, maybe even changing of equipment. All of those factors make it much harder to do an incremental change. So the more complex the system, the harder it is to do rapid implementation. So we've got size, we've got complexity, and then we've got, impact on the organization as three of the most common um, factors for choosing a rapid implementation versus a more traditional consultative approach.